Zach Life Beat Depression. It's day 651, and we're about to have some fun live from Kearney, New Jersey, in Cannon Park, right across the street from the local Walgreens on Kearney Ave. We're doing some free training out here, and it's time again for another live somatic healing session to wipe out depression. Thank you guys so much for being here. Anyone who's here now, anyone who's tuning in later, appreciate you guys and girls. As you know, it's a martial arts for mental health show. We like to focus in on those mental health tools, and the first one we always tune into is that gratitude tool. The more we use it, the more powerful it can become, the easier it can be to find things to be grateful for in life, the more we ask that question to ourselves. Studies have shown even if we don't find an answer to what to be grateful for, just asking the question can have a positive impact on the brain. Shout out to Las Vegas Restaurants. Appreciate you out there. Thank you for the support. Shout out to Brett, aka Soul. Thank you guys for being the first ones in and for showing up for yourselves and for others. You are my gratitude section today. Go ahead and think about the thing that you're grateful for, and that'll help put you in that positive mindset as we move into today's lesson. Second mental health tool we're going to talk about is that progress tracking tool. So keeping track of the number of days that you show up for yourself and crush that daily accomplishable goal. Make sure it's an accomplishable one. We don't set expectations. We tune into the moment and give ourselves a challenge in that moment. If we do that, we can all find ways to grow no matter what our circumstances. And if you're making progress out there and you're keeping track of it, it's been 751 days of consecutive training for me, the Sackman, in here. And please do share that number because it can help inspire others to make progress in their lives as well. And the more you keep track of that number, the more proof you have that you did get up and fight through any temporary feelings that depression or anxiety may have been giving you. You fought past those lies that told you you couldn't get out of bed, or you couldn't get up. Not only did you get up, you put in the work and you built yourself up both mentally and physically. So let this be an anchor back into reality to give yourself the credit that you deserve for the hard work and endurance that you have shown, for that mental resiliency that you do have, because depression is a life-threatening illness. It takes many lives, kills without discretion, and every day you fight forwards, you're showing yourself that you are stronger than. So please do keep track of that number. Share it. Has a cumulative effect. And Brett said 80 days today. Congrats, bro. 80 days. Nice. Getting closer and closer to 100 out there. Making progress. And it's all good. Good stuff, bro. So that is our number, our progress tracking tool. Talk about gratitude tool. Let's talk about today's lesson. And before we do, let me just show you some highlights of Cannon Park once it has been Sack Lifeified. I'm working on that term. Pretty sure I'm not going to stick with that one. But for now, we've got this pretty dope leg conditioning station here for roundhouse kicks. It's good to do right hand roundhouse kicks on at body level. Not left side roundhouse kicks because you smash your toes, but right side roundhouse kicks. Nice and good. Good stuff. Good shin conditioning. Kick that pad all day. Get some nice strong shins out here. And then over here, there is an actual cannon. There are multiple cannons in Cannon Park, but this one at this corner, we've affixed a pad to the cannon itself. And it turns out that this is a perfect knee strike target. So you can toss those knees up. You can do the clinch knees. You can do the skip knee in there. Or you could practice just your straight knees. Oh, it's very good knee target there. And having that cannon kind of sticking out at different levels is cool because it gives us an opportunity to show ourselves like a target as to where we want to toss those leg kicks, those roundhouse kicks. So if you're doing roundhouse kicks to the leg, nice and low, whoosh, right around there. If you're doing them to the body, right, center mass, it's going to be right in there, whoosh, center mass. And if you're going for the head, you want to get over that center mass, you got the cannon, that's what it's called. You got the cannon there, and you can kick right over it. Whoosh, boom, right over it to head level. So, a lot of cool features out here, and this is just the beginning. This is just what I could kind of toss together in the moment, but we're going to be doing plenty of free public training out here to raise awareness and help empower others with those tools, the same tools that saved my life and helped me overcome clinical depression. I'm trying to share those with others, and hopefully it inspires progress. Hopefully it gives somebody the thing that they've been missing, that they've been looking for. And if you want to come out for free training, if you're in the Kearney, New Jersey area, be here probably not much after the show, maybe about a half hour after the show. But I will be posting up each day that I do make it out when the weather's good. We can make it out to a public location. I'll be posting it up in the stories. So if you're looking for free training, if you want to help raise awareness and also show up for yourself and others, just keep track of those stories. Keep an eye on the stories, and you'll see me pop up all around town. Currently serving Kearney, New Jersey, my hometown, while we wait for that Beat Depression bus to be repaired and upgraded. I want to shout out as well to the others that are in here right now. Mad with Hats, thank you for being here. It says bong bong, bong bong back at you, bro. And Caveman Boxing, thank you for being here. And Jonathan, thank you so much for joining as well. So today, we talked about gratitude. We talked about the progress tracking tool. We're going to talk about today's lesson. So we always want to use that visualization tool and picture that opponent in front of us. Picture that striking surface as a figure of a man or a woman, if you'd like. Just visualize that target so that you can be accurate with your punches when we're throwing those punches. And today we're going to practice 2 different techniques, and then we'll put them together. Oh, excuse me. We'll put them together in the 3rd round, make it a nice flow-based session. But the techniques, if you caught the stories that we're going to be practicing today, is the lead teep, bomb, lead teep, bomb, and then we're going to fake the lead teep. We're going to feint by bringing that knee up. We're going to throw those first 2, get the opponent used to us tossing those lead teeps, right? So it's going to bring their guard down. They're going to be expecting another teep. What we're going to do is feint the teep by bringing the knee up. That's going to send them on guard for the lower strikes, and then we're going to step in, ba, 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 and toss the combo. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Whatever you'd like, whatever you enjoy out there. Shout out to Jen Jesse, thank you so much for supporting as well. So, we've got the lead teep, bomb, lead teep again, bomb, and then fake the teep, bomb, bomb, bomb. We'll come in quick, launching forwards with a quick barrage of strikes to the head. And the second technique we're going to practice is some roundhouse kicks. Now you can throw these at your level. Remember, it's all about you challenging you to your skill level, giving yourself a challenge each and every day that you can overcome. So if you don't have the flexibility or the hip mobility yet to toss body level kicks, right, or to toss head level kicks, what you could do is just low leg level kicks. Go for the calf knee, bump, calf knee. So when you're tossing those low kicks, remember to sink on the knees, step out on the lead foot, right? Want to step that lead foot out, sink down, planting that lead foot flat, and then we're going to toss through the hip and kind of go up on the ball of that lead foot so we can rotate all the way around. That's our low roundhouse kick. So if you don't have that flexibility, use the low kick. If you've got the flexibility, all we're doing is stepping off the line, using the ball of the foot as an anchor on that front foot, right? We step off the line, use the ball of the foot as an anchor, and toss that roundhouse kick right through center mass. Making sure that we turn that hip over and we chop the arm in the opposite direction for balance. So step off the line, anchor the foot, there it is, nice roundhouse kick. So what we're going to do with this second technique that we're practicing is we're going to throw 2 roundhouse kicks, getting them used to that roundhouse kick again. They're going to be expecting another 3rd roundhouse kick. Then we're going to feint the roundhouse kick, right? We're going to set up like we're tossing another roundhouse, feint it, and instead of coming through, following through with that roundhouse, we're going to fire back with a hook to the head, a cross through the face, and then another hook to the side of the head. A nice unexpected combo. So we're learning about feints today. We're learning about using our whole body to feint those kicks, taking their defense, putting it where we want it, so that we can predict where to strike, where their guard is going to be down. We're going to literally make them do what we want if we're competing with a real opponent. If you're practicing at home, it's still great to be able to vary up your training. You don't have to throw leg kicks all day. You could feint a leg kick, boom, boom, and come back with some hooks and crosses. Make it more interesting. Vary that training and have fun out there. Shout out to Watasha. Thank you for being here. Braces can be scary. And Tanea, thank you so much for being here, everybody. And Lisa the Luminary says, bonjour, Claire, mon ami. It's good to see you guys and girls out here supporting each other and supporting the cause. All right, that's going to be all the instruction for today. We're going to have our 3 rounds, 3 minutes each, 1 minute breaks in between to catch your breath, drink some water. I've got baby water for myself out here, full of minerals. So if you are drinking just straight purified or distilled water, keep in mind, if you're doing high intensity exercise, you could sweat out your minerals. So you want to put minerals back in there, some form of electrolyte. That's why that baby water is pretty good. So, might have other added benefits, I don't know. We'll see. See what happens. But, that being said, make sure you're drinking water, breathing in the nose, out the mouth, going at your intensity level. Remember, dial in that intensity to give yourself a challenge today. If you were out partying last night, you were drinking, or you didn't get enough sleep, those things are going to affect you, so you're going to want to take that intensity level down. You can move slower, you can put less force behind your shots, just practice form and technique, because all that stuff will build up muscle memory, body awareness, and all that carries over into your high intensity days. So, as I said, standard rounds, 3 rounds, 3 minutes each. Visualize that target so that is a striking surface and you can practice accurately. And we're gonna get right into this thing. Let's do this thing right now. Shout out to Claire, who 5 years old out there, showing up fighting forwards. She said she got new chemo today. Glad to see you here fighting with us, Claire. You're an inspiration. Keep going forwards. And if anyone is interested in supporting kids that are dealing with pediatric cancer, Century Martial Arts and Kids Kick Cancer right now are doing a promotion. They're doing it's a global sweeping event, the 10 Kick Challenge. If you haven't heard of it yet, it's going around. I will prepare you, I will train you to do the 10 Kick Challenge. If you're in the Kearney, New Jersey area, just come out during one of our live sessions. I'll teach you 10 different kicks or practice one kick 10 times, and you can help raise awareness and support other kids that are battling forwards through pediatric cancer out there. So just a quick reminder, please tell your friends, let people know, anybody in the Kearney, New Jersey area. We can do this thing, we can help each other, we can support the kids, and we can make a bigger positive impact out here if we do work together. So that being said, let's get back on track. Visualize that opponent. We're going to start with the basic jabs and crosses like we always do, and then we'll move into those teeps, those feints, and then the roundhouse and roundhouse feints as well. Bum, bum, bum. And yes, we should be good. Plus, we'll have the fighting spirit of the 80s coming through our sweet retro synth boombox in just a moment. We'll start that timer and get this thing going. Stick with me. Here we go. Hopefully you guys can hear that coming through loud and clear. And we're going to get into this thing, starting the timer now. Go ahead and square up in Muay Thai stance with your visualized opponent. Bring that guard high by the brow line. Close the fingers, tuck the thumbs. Get that guard high and pop into your balanced stance. If you're not familiar with the stances, guides are available for free on SacLifeOfficial.com at the bottom of the martial arts or mental health class section. Get into your stance and start shifting that body weight, taking those small steps forwards and backwards. Shifting the weight from the front calf to the back calf, from the front ball of foot to the back ball of foot. Back in stance. Let's start with the jab. Twist through for the jab, guard high. Twist through for the jab. Small step and twist through hips and shoulders for that jab, and then back to stance. And back, and back, and back, and back, and back. Add in the cross. And back. You can keep it moving around. Make sure that those feet don't come together. You don't want to step into a narrow stance. You want to keep it balanced the whole time for Muay Thai. Keep that chin tucked. Guard high. Step in for the 1-2. Down the pipe. 1-2. Down the pipe. 1-2. Down the pipe. And now lead teep. For the lead teep, we're going to bring that lead leg up on one plane and then push. Push through the hips using the ball of the foot just like you're pressing on a gas pedal. Aiming for center mass. Let's go. Lead teep. Now we're going to feint that lead teep, meaning we're going to signal that we're about to fire it, right? We're just going to bring that knee up, and then we're going to step in, ba, 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 and toss a quick combo. As many strikes as you'd like, that will challenge you to your level. Back to stance, lead teep, whoosh, lead teep, whoosh. Now feint that teep, right? Bum, bum, bum. And step in and deliver that quick combo to that depression dummy's face. Square up with chin tucked, shoulders and hips squared with that visualized target. Guard high by the brow line, close your fingers and thumbs. Toss the 1-2, down the pipe. Turning those fists over, landing on the large 2 knuckles as you rotate through the body. Letting the ball of the front foot turn on the jab. Rotate on the ball of the back foot for the cross. Back to stance. Hit him with the lead teep. Whoosh. There it is, lead teep. Whoosh. There it is. When we're firing those lead teeps, remember to chop the arm on the same side. Whoosh. As the leg. That gives you a counterweight. Keeps that balance nice and centered. Alright, back into our pattern to disrupt and bait our opponent. 2 lead teeps, a feint, and then toss that barrage of punches right at their face. Let's do it. So 2 lead teeps. Lead teep 1, whoosh. Lead teep 2, whoosh. Feint, toss those punches down the center line. Square up. Visualize that target. Lead teep 1, whoosh. Lead teep 2, whoosh. And feint the teep. Bum, bum, bum. And step in. Notice I'm stepping in. I'm stepping forwards. I'm getting closer because the leg is a long-range attack, right? Teep's a long-range attack. Arm shorter than leg, so we need to get closer. Close that distance. Square up. Lead teep. Bang. Lead teep again. Bang. feint the T, step in, ba ba ba. Toss that combo. Lead T, whoosh. Lead T, whoosh. Feint the T, pa pa pa. Back out of the pocket, and that is the end of round 1. Catch your breath, drink some water, check in on you. Shout out to Slayer Ken for being here and sharing your progress. 359 days. A few days away from a year, man. Congratulations. Happy sacriversary, almost. Happy preemptive sacriversary. Proud of your progress out there, man. Yeah, I know it's hard to stay consistent with anything, let alone physical work, physical exercise to show, but you've done it. You've shown up for yourself, you put in that work. So make sure you're proud of that progress. And you give yourself accurate credit. All depression wants is to put us into a victim mindset, make us feel like we're not capable of things, but you're proving it wrong. You're proving to yourself that you are capable and you are stronger than those lies. So make sure you give yourself credit for it. All right, next round, 5 seconds. We're gonna talk about that roundhouse kick we mentioned earlier. Now you can fire that roundhouse kick at any level you'd like. You can go for the head, the body, or the leg, depending on your flexibility and your ability. So make sure you challenge yourself to the correct level. If you don't have room to fully do that 360 all the way around, you could do a 180 kick, which means you step off the line, you toss the leg, boom, and you just turn it around 180 degrees. So we're just gonna toss through, boom. There's your 180. For a 360, you're gonna follow all the way through, stepping off the front line, planting that foot sideways, flat on the ground, tossing that rear leg across and rotating. Once that leg goes forwards, we wanna rotate through, lifting on the ball of that front foot. I know it's a little complicated, so if you've never tried it before, just sink on that front foot and toss, boom. Just toss that leg forward nice and slow, boom. And then back to stance, square up. Let's do it. Low roundhouse kicks, 1. Back to stance, low roundhouse kick 2. Boom. Back to stance. And now we're gonna signal that low roundhouse kick. We're gonna feint it by stepping in off the line, just like we did for the kick, keeping it covered up. But this time we're preloading that front shoulder, and we're not tossing the kick, we're gonna toss a hook. So we're gonna stand up tall and rotate through those hips as you stand up tall. You're gonna be putting this arm in at 90 degrees. Lock that elbow in at 90. Keep the wrist nice and straight. Palm facing you. Either facing in or palm facing down. That's a preference. I find in is a lot more natural. Let's do it together. Low roundhouse kick 1. Whoosh. Back to stance. Low roundhouse kick 2. Whoosh. Back to stance. Now we're gonna leap in for that low roundhouse, but we're just feinting. We're gonna keep the guard high on the lead hand, keep that head protected, right? And then as we twist back to position, right, back to straighten out and stand up tall, we're gonna send that, boom, send that fist forward, 90 degrees. Just let the body do the weight. It's not about tossing the arm, right? It's about letting those sweet science, those mechanics do the work for us. Whoosh, back to stance, square up, low roundhouse kick, whoosh, and back, low roundhouse kick, whoosh, and back. Now signal, feint the roundhouse, and stand tall, boom, for the hook. Follow with a cross, one more hook, and back to your stance. Let's put them together. Low roundhouse kick, whoosh, 1, low roundhouse kick again, whoosh, 2, and now we're gonna feint it, feint, whoosh, 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 hook, cross, hook. That's our combo. Low roundhouse, whoosh, 1, low roundhouse 2, whoosh, 2. Now feint that low roundhouse and whoosh, hook, cross, hook. Keep it balanced, keep it square. Back to stance, low roundhouse, whoosh, low roundhouse again, whoosh, and feint it, whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. And that is the end of round 2's combo. Hopefully you stuck with us. Round 3, we're gonna put it all together and we're gonna try and flow through a 3-minute routine. Remember, go at your pace. Go slow if that intensity is too high. Go slow with the teeps. Go slow with the roundhouse if you can. Nice and easy. Don't put a whole lot of power into it. You can moderate your intensity level. Yeah, Claire is in here. She said I do this slower. Absolutely, Claire. Please do. Do it nice and slow. Take it nice and easy. You can control that pace and that intensity. Make sure that it's a good challenge for you. It doesn't have to be too much of a challenge. You want to make sure we don't push too hard and wind up dizzy, nauseous, or seeing spots. We've got to listen to what our body is telling us. So if you're at home in this third round, toss any roundhouse kick you'd like. When we're tossing rounds, you can toss to the body, wuss. Right? You could toss to the leg, boom. You could toss to the head, wuss. Bomb, however you like. Whichever ones you enjoy most. I'm gonna be kind of varying it up out here, but you don't have to follow me visually. Let's square up and put everything we learned together. Muay Thai stand, step in for the 1-2, pop, pop. Lead teep, bomb, lead teep, bomb. Feint the teep, step in, bomb, bomb, bomb. All the hands, let's do it again. Lead teep, wuss, lead teep, wuss. Feint the lead teep, step in, bomb, bomb, bomb. Toss those hands back to stance. Let's do a roundhouse, bomb, roundhouse to the calf. Roundhouse again, wuss. Now feint the roundhouse and come back with that hook, cross, hook combo. So feint the roundhouse, hook, cross, hook. Back to stance, let's go. Lead teep, boom. Lead teep again, boom. Feint the lead teep, step in, pop, pop, pop. Back out of the pocket. Roundhouse kick to the leg, wuss. Roundhouse kick to the leg, wuss. Back to stance, now we're gonna feint it. Feint the roundhouse, wuss, wuss, wuss. And hook, cross, hook. Back to stance. Claire, take that intensity down. Let's do it. We're gonna do a slow round with just for you, Claire. Let's do a lead teep, nice and slow. For Claire, whoosh, boom, 1, whoosh, 2. Back to stance, and now we're gonna just signal with the legs. Step in nice and slow. Twist, twist, twist. And that's our combo 1. Now we're gonna do some slow, low intensity roundhouse kicks. Let's do them. Step off the line, roundhouse. Nice and easy. Back to stance. Step off the line, nice and low, easy roundhouse. Back to stance. And now we're gonna signal, step off the line. And we're gonna land, boom, hook. Rotate for the cross, rotate for the hook. Moderate that speed, moderate that intensity. All right, let's get back into it. 1, 2, 1, 2, guard high, 1, 2, 1, 2, lead teep, roundhouse kick, woof, back to stance, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, back to stance, feint the lead teep, feint it, step in, ba, 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 back to stance, lead teep, feint the lead teep, pa, 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 1, 2, 3, back to stance, roundhouse, whoosh, roundhouse again, whoosh, back to stance, feint the roundhouse, and stand tall, woo, hook, cross, hook, back to stance, let's go, roundhouse, whoosh, roundhouse, whoosh, feint the roundhouse, whoosh, 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 back to stance, square up, 1, 2, lead teep, roundhouse, whoosh, bang. That's the end of our 3 rounds of progress and success. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you found room to grow and tools that you can refine and sharpen out here. There is unlimited room for progress, not only in life but also in martial arts. So the more you practice, the better you will become, and the more proficient, the sharper those tools will be, the more prepared you'll be to handle any given situation. Right? Our goal is not violence. Our goal is to be prepared in case there is a violent situation and there's no other way out. We want to be able to defend ourselves. This sort of training that builds us both up physically and also builds mental resiliency so that we can handle the stresses of life. Every day we're going to be handed new stresses to deal with, right? New challenges or new problems. So every day that we challenge ourselves in here and overcome that challenge, we're conditioning our mind to accept that stress hormone, because we're pumping that stress hormone too. When we pick up that intensity and the heart rate starts going, we're pumping that stress hormone, cortisol. So what we're doing is training our mind to handle that hormone, cortisol, in a positive way that builds us up. And for a lot of people, that has led to the elimination of panic attacks. So stick with it. If it's working for you, if you're feeling a difference, keep going, because consistency will get you those results. And until next time, shout out to Bro Loney. I'll catch you guys same exact time, same exact channel, same exact life. Sack Man out. Woo.